Hey everybody, this is Jeff from shootitssellit.com. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Today I am going to show you the 17 most useful things that I keep in my camera case. To start off with is a camera. I think it's really good for every professional photographer to have a 35mm DSLR that takes really good pictures. Mine happens to be a Canon. Nikon makes great cameras, Sony does. There are lots of companies that make really nice cameras. I think the most important thing is you understand all the controls and how to use the camera, and you're able to take nice, well-exposed, in-focus pictures with whatever camera you choose. The number 2 thing you want to bring with you, most important thing, is a great lens. Now, this is a 24 to 105 lens. It lets me go everywhere from wide-angle spectrum over here all the way to telephoto lens. It's 105 over here, and I find this really useful because no matter what I'm shooting, I can usually get a great shot with this lens. Now, the number 3 thing to bring with you when you go to a photo shoot is a flash, and I think the flash should integrate well with your camera. Canon makes speed lights, Nikon does too. They all communicate in a really seamless way so that when you're doing flash photography, you're pretty much guaranteed that your shots will be properly exposed. Number 3 on the list is AA batteries. I'm sure you're familiar with them. They look like this. What I do is I bring them in a little bag like this because I use rechargeables. And it's really good to have way more batteries than you'll think you'll need. I just put them all in this case right here when I go to a photo shoot. And this is a waterproof bag, and I find it really nice to just be able to look and know that I have a whole bunch of recharged AA's ready to go. And to charge them up, I use a recharger like this. There are a lot of companies that make them. I think that they're really useful because you can plug it in, at night before you go to sleep. When you wake up in the morning and you're heading out to do a photo shoot, you've got, a whole bunch of batteries all charged and ready to go. So, number 5 thing on the list is a flash diffuser. And what that is it's a little plastic thing that fits on top of the flash like this. And then when you're taking pictures, it diffuses the light that comes out of the flash. Because if you shoot with the bare bulb flash like that, it's going to give you a really harsh light with a really bright highlights and dark shadows. And so this will help to even things out for you and give you a more diffused light. Another option for this one's made by a company called Stofen, S-T-O-F-E-N. This company here, Luma Quest, makes one, and it's called the 8020, as you can see here, the Luma Quest 8020. And what this does is when you put it onto your flash, you point it up like this when you're taking a picture, and 80% of the light gets thrown towards your subject. Put it like this, and 20% goes up, and it does what we call bounce off of the ceiling. So you need to have a ceiling in the room that's not too high up, but it's just another alternative to getting a nice diffused indirect light source when you're taking pictures indoors. All right, the 6th thing to bring with you in your camera bag is a flash bracket. And I use this one right here. It's a really good one. It's made by CB Mini RC. That's the brand, that's the model number. It's made by a company called Custom Brackets. And there are a lot of different companies that make brackets, but this is just going to be a way for you to attach your flash over here, and then your camera goes here. And it's a much better way to orient your flash in relation to your camera than just putting this on top of your camera. I'll go into more detail on that in future videos, but for now, keep in mind that it's nice to have a camera bracket. Number 7 in your camera kit is a TTL cord. This one is made by OCF Gear. Nikon makes one, Canon makes one. It's a cord you can see here. What it does is it attaches to that bracket, the flash bracket I showed you earlier, and the other end attaches to your camera like this. So what you do is you attach this to your camera's hot shoe, and then your flash goes right here and it locks on. The idea here is you want to get your flash off of the top of your camera. So a really good approach to professional photography is never to use your flash on top of the camera. I'll cover that in future videos, but for right now, just remember that this TTL cord that I showed you, this will help you to get the flash off of the top of the camera and onto the flash bracket that I showed you earlier. Item number 8 for stuff to keep in your camera bag is a microfiber cloth. They make them in all different colors and sizes, as you can see here, but they all do the same thing, which is help you clean off your lenses, and also the LCD screen on the back of your camera. You can use them for your phone. I happen to like this little one here. It has the clip on it, so I can just attach it to my camera bag, and presto, you've got a microfiber cloth whenever you need one. All right, number 9 for your camera kit is business cards. I have them in this little case. I like it a lot. It's got a little bungee cord, and you can slide your cards out. Whenever somebody says, hey, do you have a card? You say, yes, I do, and you're good to go. Lots of companies make these. I like this because it's a hard case, and I've always got a lot of stuff being thrown into and coming out of my camera bag, and this way I know the cards are not all mangled up. When I hand them to somebody, they're in good shape. All right. Item number 10, model releases. So model release is a form like this. It's basically your way of getting your photo subject to give you permission to use their picture for whatever it is you need to use it for. So I just have a bunch of them. I put them inside my camera bag, and then whenever I take a picture of somebody, I just ask them to fill it out. They put their name here, their address, the date, and then a witness, somebody who's present, can sign it, and then you're good to go. Number 11, a credit card reader. I have one right here. It's just a little plastic thing with a headphone jack, and it'll fit into your smartphone, and then when you want to accept payment from somebody with a credit card, it just slides through there. Super useful to have. I keep one in my camera bag, and I recommend using one. Number 12 on the list is a MultiTool. I have one right here. They're great to have in your bag because they've got a lot of tools on them. I find that a lot of times during the course of a photo shoot, I'll need either pliers or a screwdriver, and this tool has, you know, all the stuff that I need. I find that it's just super helpful to have. You never know when you're going to need a good tool. I put a little bit of tape on there just so I can find it when it's sitting in the bag, along with all kinds of other stuff. Number 13, a notebook and a pen. I think it's always good just to have a pen and paper handy, so this is one that I really like. It's a reporter's notebook. It's made by Moleskin, and has a little strap here to keep it closed. And I always keep a pen nearby. I mean, there are lots of ways to take notes. Also, like field notes, they make nice little notebooks, and I keep these in my bag as well. Number 14 on the list, chewing gum. It's always nice to have some chewing gum in your camera bag. You can share it with your client, you can share it with your subject, or you can chew some yourself. So no further explanation necessary, but always good to have some gum in your camera bag. All right, rounding up the list now, number 15, a backup camera. Always good to have a backup camera with you on a photo shoot. I cannot say enough how important it is. I cannot emphasize enough. If you're a professional, that's kind of what separates you from everyone else who's not. Professionals plan ahead, they prepare. And there's nothing worse than being at a photo shoot and having the one camera you're depending on go down and you don't have a backup. So be a pro, have an extra camera, make sure the batteries in the camera are fully charged and ready to go, and also have a lens for that camera so that if something goes wrong with your main count-on camera, the one that you always love and always shoot with, you have something you can transition to without a hitch. Number 16, backup memory cards. I keep them with me all the time. They're in this little pouch, and little zipper pouch, and you can just open them up when you need more memory cards. There they are. You don't have to fish around in your camera bag. So I have a nice safe spot in my camera case, and I just keep these, and whenever I need them, I got them. And number 17, backup batteries. I just have a bunch of these, and these here work well for me. These are made by Sanyo, and they're called XX, and I think it's for extra charge, extra energy. In any case, there are a lot of good rechargeable batteries out there, and like I said, those batteries there can go right into a charger like this. You charge them up overnight, and you're ready to go the next day. So that is everything. Those are the 17 things that I recommend you bring along with you to a photo shoot. And I hope you've enjoyed this. If you would like to have a free list with all 17, it's a checklist with all 17 things I've talked about here, then go over to www.shootitsellit.com and type in your email address, and you will receive a free list that you can print out, put in your camera bag, and use whenever you're planning your next shoot. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.